The first thing you want to do once you're getting in your car is adjusting your car seat. The very first thing you want to do is know how to adjust the car seat. So if you look down here, there is this bar on this particular car, and it's usually the case with more of the economical cars. You can move the seat back and forth once you've pulled this bar up. Now, some people try to adjust the car seat standing outside of the car, so they'll go like this, but my question is, how do you know how far you should move it back and forth unless you're seated in the seat? So the better way is to get into your car and then grabbing this bar here, pulling it up, and then you can use this hand kind of to hold on to the steering wheel and pull yourself forward or backward and adjust. Now, to know how far you should go back or forth, you want your right foot to be able to comfortably reach underneath the brake pedal area, okay? So if my seat is all the way back and I'm trying to reach for this is not what I want. So I want to be a little bit closer, and ideally you want this foot to be sitting on what is called the dead pedal. So I should be comfortable like so, and your right foot should sit in the middle of these two pedals, right? So I need to be able to pivot back and forth. This is how you're going to be switching back and forth between the pedals. You don't want to be going like this or like this, right? This is not how you drive. You need to be switching back and forth. Now, to also verify whether you're seated correctly, if you extend your arm out, this should kind of reach right about here. So just past my wrist should be touching the steering wheel, right? If I'm sitting too far back, I'm going to be sitting like this. This is not how you drive, right? And you also don't want to be this close where you're driving like this, right? So something in between where you're now sitting comfortably in your seat. So the next thing you want to adjust is your headrest here. And to adjust this, if you're moving up, you just pull up in most cars. And if you need to bring it down, you press this latch here and then you can bring it down. And you should have it so this thing lines up in the middle. The middle of it should line up with the middle of your head, so like your eyes are in line with the middle of this. And so this is more or less good, and the top of it, like, it should be here. So this is supposed to protect you in the case of an accident where, you know, if you get rear-ended, you might go forward and then back, right? You want to have something that's holding your neck essentially from going too far out. So if this is incorrectly adjusted and it's back here, and if I was a little bit shorter, then it would just go down here. It would just give me whiplash, right? So this is supposed to protect your neck. So it's very important to get this set correctly too. Don't get into a car and just assume that, oh yeah, it must be adjusted, right? Now, some cars will have also a setting for being able to bring the seat up. Some of them are electronic. This one is just a pump motion. So this is as far as I can go up, and you want to go until, you know, your head shouldn't be resting on top of your ceiling here. It should be a little bit lower. But if you have it way too down, you might feel like you're not quite seeing as much of the exterior as you would like. What?